and welcome to another day in the life video. The first video I did like this was so welcomed, and I know a lot of people really wanted to see it, so I thought it would be fun if I did another one. Today is Friday, January 8th, 2021. Still can't believe we're fully in 2021, but here we are. Today is actually the last weekday I have before I go back to school. So if you don't already know, I am currently a freshman in college, and I'm starting my second semester next week. So today's kind of like the final day that I have like all day to do work stuff and business stuff and kind of get everything set up, continue constructing a routine and things like that. Next week is going to look a lot different than this past week did. You're going to see me doing some things today that I am most certainly not going to have time to do once school starts back. But I am really excited to have these, new opportunities of going back to school and to find new routines and to settle into that kind of new groove. This, my first semester of college was pretty crazy, pretty intense. It was mostly virtual, which meant that I was home more, which is something that I am not one to complain about. But this semester, I have more classes in person, and so I'm really excited about that because I thrive in kind of learning visually instead of virtually, I guess. However, the college that I go to has multiple campuses, and the campus that I will be attending this semester is farther away. So I'm going to be driving more. There's going to be more time in the car, more trips in general. It's just going to look a lot different. It's an entirely new season. So today is going to be full of some fun, relaxing things, kind of, winding down this break the right way, but it's also going to be jam-packed with so many things that I am hoping to get done. So I have my planner all laid out for the most part. Everything's not in here, but I have quite a lot of things to do. I kind of just brain dumped everything that I would like to get done yesterday. The hardest part about the transition from, being on a multiple week break to going, full force back into school is definitely going to be the time commitment changes. Now my focus is going to be on school and doing the best that I can in that. I'm still going to be doing, everything for the Graceful Tangle. It's just going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be able to spend all day working on these things or half my day working on something else. It's going to be more split, and I guess the most equal split that I can manage. So right now it is currently almost 7 o'clock. It's 6:58. So I am going to do a couple of admin things on the computer, reply to comments and that sort of thing. And then I will be starting my Free Pattern Friday for the day, which is super exciting, and I'm going to talk about that more in a couple minutes. So I am going to do some admin things, some computer work, and then I'm going to get all that pattern stuff up. just got everything up for my free pattern today, which is the Blipped Messy Bun Beanie. I updated it a little bit and made a new version. So I just posted about that and got all that information taken care of, which is always a little bit nerve-wracking, but so exciting because, you know, you don't want to miss anything or leave out a coupon code or something crazy like that. So I got all of that up, and now I'm about to go cook breakfast. I absolutely love cooking and baking. If you watched my last day in life, you kind of saw a little bit behind the scenes of that. And since I've been on a break, I've kind of been cooking a little bit more, which has been so nice. You know, it's not really like my main chore as being in a family, but it's something super fun to do, and it's helpful, and I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna go figure out what to cook for some breakfast, and then I'm gonna get started on the rest of my day. Okay, so it is now 8:30, and we have finished breakfast. It was so good, actually. I made some like little egg muffin things, and then we had some like leftover pancake bar that I had made the other day, so it was quite delicious. Anyway, so it is 8:30, like I said, and it is very, very gloomy and wet and rainy and freezing cold outside. So I'm hoping that the lighting kind of continues to improve and that I can film some videos later, but I can't do that yet. So what I'm actually going to do now is make 30 for 30. So if you've been following me on Instagram, or if you tuned into my last podcast episode, you will know that I am participating in Make 30 for 30 this year, which is a kind of like a loose knit along or make along hosted by Natalie of Nitty Natty. So in short, you just choose a project or a type of project and work on it every day for 30 minutes for 30 days. Super duper simple, no rules. It's my favorite kind of make along. And it's already just been so motivational, and I am actually really debating on kind of trying to keep this up all year. We'll see how that goes, but there are a few things that I really want to make, and they're things that aren't designs, and so it's kind of harder for me to spend time doing them because it's not something, it's not like work related or anything like that. So I'm kind of thinking I might spend 30 minutes a day working on those sort of projects if I can fit it into my schedule. Next week will kind of be the true test on if that'll work or not, but we'll see, I guess. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I can actually show you my Make 30 for 30 project. Let me grab it. Alrighty, so it is my weekender, and I'm not going to talk about it much on this because I've chatted about it, you know, so much on my podcast and Instagram stories already, but this is what it currently looks like as of today. So yesterday I did all of this on the sleeve in just 30 minutes, so that just shows you what just sitting down for 30 minutes can really do. So I'm going to work on this for 30 minutes. I also curl my hair. Huge tangent, but I don't know, it's not my best job. I'm definitely still learning, and I have so much hair, so I kind of just play a trick and put half of it into a bun and half of it into curls. But anyway, so this is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to get some cleaning done actually so that I can have a good fresh start for next week, and then I'm hoping that the weather will cooperate enough for me to record some videos. So I'm gonna do Make 30 for 30 and chat with you guys in a little bit. to record a video actually. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the lighting is good. That plan could change very quickly because it is still raining and oh so gloomy outside. But the lighting in here isn't bad, so I think it'll work. I had planned to take a few pictures outside today, but that will most definitely not be happening. Because I know the weather just isn't going to cooperate for that. So that'll have to wait until the weekend, which is fine. I'm hoping that we get a little bit of sun this weekend, but we'll have to see. I need to look at the weather, but I haven't done that yet. I also have a candle lit right here. I love this candle so much. I got it for Christmas last year, and it is almost gone. I lit it only like during the winter. So last winter and then this winter, of course. And it's almost gone. So I'm gonna need to find a new candle because I love them so much. Anyway, so I cleaned a little bit. I finished my Make 30 for 30 for the day. It's so hard not to work on that project more because I'm getting really close to finishing the first sleeve, which is so exciting. But I know that there are other things that I need to work on and other things that I want to work on. And so if I just limit myself to those 30 minutes a day, then I'm still going to make a bunch of progress. But I'm also going to have time to get a whole bunch of other things done for the rest of the day as well, which is really important. So it's really important to find that balance. Anyway, so I am going to record a video and then probably do a couple of other things, and it'll be lunchtime soon. And then I'm going to work on some socks this afternoon that I'm going to talk to you guys about in a little bit because I am really loving them, even though I'm like 6 rows into it. I can also show you my other pair of socks that I am working on. Maybe like a design sneak peek or something if I get that far. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm really hoping to have a productive rest of my morning and afternoon, but at the same time I want to get so much making done. So we'll have to see what the day holds. Alrighty, so it is now at 12:30 and we have finished lunch. And now I am all set to get a few things done and just do some knitting for a little bit and take a little bit of a break. I put on my sweatshirt because it is so cold. And I'm about to get coffee, which is always one of the absolute highlights of my entire day. But I wanted to take this time and go ahead and show you the socks that I am working on. So, my dad's birthday is a week from today, which means I really should have started these sooner, but I didn't. So that's okay. It should be fine. But I am knitting the heel toe do-si-do socks from Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. I have been wanting to knit this pattern for forever, and I just haven't done it yet. And I honestly didn't originally picture it as a male sock pattern. Like, that's just not what I thought of. And I want to make a pair for my sister, and so I just immediately thought of, socks for her, or for my mom, or for me. However, there's nothing wrong with making it for a boy, obviously, and my dad absolutely loves Crazy Socks, and these colors, and this yard, let me get the cake. So these colors are kind of, they're pretty neutral. Like, obviously there's some green and blue in there, but it's very masculine. And so I thought that a pattern like this would be so fun, and I think he's gonna love it. I originally thought that I was just going to do a pair of stockinette socks, but I literally just gave him a pair of those for Christmas, and his birthday is January 15th, so it's, very soon after Christmas. And so I didn't want to give him just another pair of vanilla socks. I wanted to jazz them up just a little bit, and I thought this would be the perfect way to do so. So yeah, I haven't even started the actual pattern yet. I'm just on the ribbing, but that is what I'm hoping to finish during my little coffee break today. So that is my goal. I will see if I can get it done. I think I can. I am loving these so far, but I can't wait to get to the actual ribbing the actual pattern, because I think it's going to be so much fun. But yeah, really, really love these. I have had this yarn for so long. It's been, like, I've had this yarn for at least 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, like 4 to 5 years. So I honestly, like, I had the label for so long, but I don't know where it is now. I can't find it. So I'm not entirely sure what it is. I think it's a Barocco. I know it's Bingling Weight, and I think it has some bamboo. So I'm going to try to look it up and see if I can find a colorway name or just any other information about it. Because I really like it so far. And the ply is so unusual for a sock yarn. It's almost moisturized. Like, you know how, like, moisturized cotton to me kind of has, I could be completely wrong, but in my eyes, it always has, like, a different ply. It's almost woven instead of spun. And this has that same ply. Let's see if it's going to focus. That would be a no. It's not going to focus. But it's definitely more of a woven yarn than a spun, like, plied yarn. So, I'm really excited about these, and it's going to be the project that I work on this afternoon and try to make a whole bunch of progress. I am also covering up with my scrappy blanket, which is just, I love this thing so much. It is so huge. It's like the perfect size to just cover up in and snuggle up. I am also wearing some super cozy socks. These were a Christmas gift, and it's like one of my most favorite gifts. They are so cozy. They're like double thick thermal socks, which is not really something that Alabamians need, but I have already gotten so much use out of them, and they have like aloe in them, so they're so soft and almost silky. I don't know, but they're amazing. So that is my afternoon plans for now. Okay, so I'm just about to cake some new, well, not new, but cake some more yarn for a new project that I'm going to be starting this afternoon. But first, before I get into that, little reality check. First off, I apologize for all of the crazy shadows. This, my room usually has pretty good lighting. Like, the lighting itself is okay, but it's very shadowy, especially on a day like today. Like, there is no sun, it's all clouds, it's so gloomy. I'm not complaining because I love these types of days, but for filming, it's not great. So we're just gonna have to roll with it. And also, because I'm fidgeting with it, I got a new phone case for Christmas, and a pop socket that is so cute. And I've actually been wanting a pop socket for a while because it is perfect for taking pictures, you know, with your hand and not having to use a tripod for some, just because it gives you more to hold on to. But it doesn't, I can't have a pop socket when I'm using my tripod because it won't attach, just because of the way that my tripod works. So I have to switch in between phone cases to use my tripod and to use my phone like as a normal phone. So first world problems, I know, bad shadows and tripods with pop sockets. But anyway, I'm about to cake some yarn, and so I thought I would show you my setup and kind of how I do it. I can make a whole separate video about this if you're interested, so just let me know in the comments below. But because I was going to do it anyway, and I'm filming a little day in a life video, I decided to just go ahead and show you. So I have the Knit Picks Swift and actually the Knit Picks Ball Winder. I love both of these things. These are actually replacements of both. So I have been using the Knit Picks Swift and Ball Winder for, let's see, at least 4 years. I'm trying to remember. I got them both for Christmas one year, and I believe it was about 4 years ago. However, I have since replaced both of them because I use them both all the time, and my Swift was breaking for a long time. There was one little piece that was just not quite right, and I got a replacement for it, and I also have the fancy case now. And then the ball winder, I love this ball winder. I know some people don't like it and some people love it. It's not the best, I'm not gonna lie and say that it's the best. However, price wise, it's fantastic, and I really love it. I mean, it's lightweight, it's super easy to use, it's easy to attach to a piece of furniture. So I just replace mine every couple of years, and it works great. So that's what I use, and I will include links to both of these things in the description box below if you want to check them out for yourself. So I'm going to get out my Swift, which looks like this. Ta-da! I love this Swift. It actually matches my desk and bed, which is not important, but kind of makes me happy. Anyway, and I'm just going to attach it to a stool, and I will move the camera so that you can actually see this. If you can't, because you totally can't. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, you can't really see the stool, but you can see the Swift, which is the main point. And then I'm going to kick up this yarn, which is Simply Wool Twist. Again, this is a Knit Picks yarn. I will link it down below. I'm going to be knitting a beanie with this yarn, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm just going to put my yarn on my Swift like so before I open the Swift, and then I'm going to open it. And I haven't used this one a whole bunch. I actually just replaced it, and so it's still nice and new and kind of pull it open. Okay, there we go. And always remember, this is something that I do every single time. Pull it up and as tight as it will go, because if you leave it too loose and don't pull it up so tight, your hank of yarn will fall off as you're winding it, and that is the worst thing, because it ends up in a tangled mess. That has not happened to me, but it is my worst fear, because it would just be terrible if you bought this gorgeous skein of hand-dyed yarn, or just really nice yarn, and you're winding it and it falls off your Swift and gets in a tangled mess. That would just be horrible. So yeah, I would definitely recommend pushing it up as far as you can, as tight as it can be, and then to tighten it there. So that is my yarn. Now I am going to cut the strands so that I can start winding it. I'm going to speed this up so that you don't hear the crazy squeakiness, and I will meet you back in just a second. And here we go. Beautiful cake of yarn ready to be knit with. So I'm going to be starting a hat very soon. And yeah, love it. Love making yarn cakes. It just makes the yarn so much easier to work with. Alrighty, so it is now about 4:20, and I thought before I ended the vlog I would do a little bit of a recap on what I have gotten done knitting wise today. It actually hasn't been that much. It's been a lot more of an admin day and recording videos and prepping content for next week, and that sort of thing. But I have made some progress on a few things, and I am really excited about them, and I'm looking forward to working on them throughout the weekend. So first off, my dad's socks. I still need to look up this yarn, so you can stay tuned for that in the podcast. But this is everything I got done so far today. Again, it is still pretty early in the evening, so I will work on these later. I would actually like to finish the leg today, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so that is all of the progress that I got done on that. I was about like down to here-ish, maybe, earlier today. So I'm really happy with this progress. Again, these are the heel toe do-si-do socks by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady, and I think they are so fun. I just love the way they look. I can't wait to make myself a pair, but I think my dad is really going to love them, so I'm really excited about these. And I'm also using size 1 2.25 millimeter needles for these. I don't think I said that earlier. But yeah, and I love the twisted whip. I think, even though it isn't my favorite thing to knit, I think I'm going to have to implement that in more socks because I absolutely love the way it looks. I just, don't love doing it I don't love doing it as much as like a standard 1x1, but ribbing is ribbing. Let's just be honest. It's not my favorite thing to do. Anyway, and then I also started a new beanie. So this is one of my patterns. This is the Best Dude beanie. I'll be sharing more about this very, very soon. It's something exciting related to it, but I'm making another one for that kind of announcement. So I started this today, and I've actually gotten a good bit done. It's just a whole bunch of 2x2 bibs, so that's on the agenda. I am using, let's see, I wanted to save the label so that I could remember. Knit Picks Simply Wool Twist in the worsted weight, and this is the color Wordsworth and Wanda. So yeah, really, really love this yarn. I have a review all about it on my channel if you want to check it out. It is 218 yards per 100 grams, and it's 100% wool. So, really, really love this yarn. I also love the moldness of it. We'll pretend that's a word. But yeah. So, that, I think, is it. I feel like there was something else. Oh, and I also, I did make 30 for 30. So, that was the other thing that I worked on. My weekender sweater. But yeah. So I'm hoping to have an evening full of knitting and making. I'm really excited. I hope that this weekend is productive and a little bit relaxing. Again, I start, as you're watching this, I'm in the midst of my first week back at school, which is quite nerve-wracking right now just because of the, COVID precautions. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of a crazy situation, but we'll get through another semester, and then maybe the next one will be a little bit more normal. I was saying that 6 months ago, but that's okay. So I hope that you have enjoyed this day in the life video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these types of videos. I love filming them, and I know that last time you guys really enjoyed it. So let me know. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to go ahead and do so. Check out the links in the description box below, and be sure to follow me on my other social media platforms. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Bye!